Okay, we're still on Chapter 16, Social Studies, guided notes. We're going to do 16.5 and 16.6 in this lesson. And this is the Florida acquisition. To acquire something means to get it or to buy it. So how did we get the space that we know as Florida is what this is about. So choose a color. We're going to shade it in, and then we're going to code that on our map. So when we're talking about Florida, we're talking about all of this. And we said earlier that this was owned by Spain. And alright, so General Andrew Jackson attacked Florida and Spain realized it couldn't keep U.S. from taking over So they decided to give Florida to the U.S. In return, the U.S. settlers and I can't really tell what my word there is supposed to be. Let me look at the chapter. I have my notes, but the word that's there doesn't really make sense. So in return, U.S. settlers paid hang on a second. Oh, I understand it now. Okay, in return, so Spain and the citizens in Georgia, so we're talking about people here and people here, they had been fighting, so Spain realized that they couldn't keep up with this land, they couldn't keep the U.S. from taking over it, so they were like, fine, you can have the land, give us some money, and you need to take care of your people up here who are mad at us and who have lost slaves and lost property. So all that was taken care of. So the U.S. settlers paid Spain and paid Sorry, they didn't pay Spain. They paid for the Georgia settlers. Sorry. The Georgia settlers wanted money. Spain was like, fine, take the land and you pay for your people for the stuff that they're mad about. So in return, the U.S. settlers paid Georgia settlers for loss and property damage. Alright, I am so sorry. That's kind of what happens when I try to do so many videos in one day. What happened to the people who were living on this land? There were lots of Native Americans that lived on that land that were killed or forced off the land. So Native Americans killed or forced off land. Alright. 16.6 is the Texas annexation, is how we say that word. So choose a color and color in your box here for your code. And we're going to say that this is Texas. So I'm going to label Texas annexation. And I'm also going to label Florida acquisition. Alright, so now we're talking about Texas and how we got that land. So let me find my right page of notes. Alright, so Texas declared independence from Mexico they had a short war and became known as the Lone Star Republic. So all of this was in 1836. And then in 1845, they became a state. Alright, so what happened to the people who were living on that land? Some of them moved south to Mexico. or stayed and became Americans. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to stop this video here, and then we have one more video and we'll be finished with the rest of this chapter. So I'll talk to you in a bit.